All right, welcome once more. I mean, it's interesting to know that of course, the momentum is rightly building up here, and it would interest you then again to know that we've got a beautiful team.
And they caused loads of problems to the back line of the Nigerians in the opening game. Is that the Nigerians had this kind of experienced players themselves to be able to deal with whatever threat that the Burkinabes carried in that first game? That was the reason why we never saw the Burkinabes putting at least a goal at the back of them. But in this game, they'll fancy their chances because the Togolese team as well play some exciting football. But one thing that you don't get from the Togolese team is they are not disciplined enough.
Absolutely.
Like the way the Nigerians are in terms of keeping their defensive organization in shape. In terms of what they do, they play good football in transition. But when they are under attack and they are supposed to regroup, that is when they have the cracks in their team. And if you look at them today, this afternoon, you look at Ameisa and then Afia Deniba, it will be tough for them in central midfield. The coach has seen it clear that if he doesn't show up in central midfield, they might get another walloping again, like they leaked 3 goals in the opening game. That's how come he decided to go for a double pivot.
Okay.
Anytime you see a team with a double pivot, it sends one signal. They want to be very conservative.
Absolutely.
They want to guard against losing their defensive shape, and that is exactly what the Togolese team are doing. But up front, you look at the chart spotted by 11 JC Ajagba. Then you have Eklu is an exciting player
on the flanks, absolutely.
With the ball at his feet, he carried the most threat for this particular team in terms of going forward. And he is someone that always looked to unlock opponents.
Now we can see now the teams are showing up, for the game to, quickly start. So there you have it in your picture. The flanks are rightly showing, of course, for Togo, Burkina Faso. This I'd be one of the exciting fixtures to have. Here at University of Ghana stadiums, and it's hosted a team that has already won a football tournament. And I guess that there's a lot of pressure if you're a team and you're playing, particularly on this pitch.
Yeah, definitely. There'll be so much pressure on these two teams to deliver. But one thing is, for Togo, they know very well that another defeat for them in this particular game basically kicks them out of the competition. And for Burkina Faso, they also know that it's clear. So this game is a direct 6-pointer.
So for Burkina Faso, should they win it pairs them to 4 because they deal with Nigeria, isn't it?
So it's like a direct 6-pointer for them because the loser gets kicked out of the competition and the winner moves to the next round of the competition. So for them, the writing is on the wall for both teams. I don't think a draw will do any of them any good because you need to win to stay clear of any doubt, because you might not know what will happen in the next game between Niger and Nigeria, because that's another potential cracker. So you have to have your own destiny in your own hands by trying to win the matches as much as you can be able to do. So this afternoon, this game is a direct 6-pointer for both teams heading into this afternoon's game.
I know the teams will be showing up, shortly, and we'll have a glance at them. Of course, flags already out for both teams that we are to expect in this game. There's a 3 p.m. kickoff. There's a 6 p.m. kickoff, but our focus now is on this particular game. Togo up against Burkina Faso. It's quite impressive. Then again, but before we'll go to have the teams shape up proper and play. But the teams are coming out now. I must push you to your scoreline for this game.
Well, based on what I've seen in the first game, I think Burkina Faso stands a better chance of winning this game.
Okay, so there you have the team workout, and that's them in your pictures. So I'll thank you, Francis. We'll hand over to Victor and Owusu Ansah in the commentary box. They give us a lovely picture of what we have to see here. Thank you, guys. We hand over to the commentators now.
I didn't watch the shots. I watch you do your shots. Two different persons. People get different. When you saw the watch, you go to your shots. Today, relax. Very much. It's unfair that we are all working. You only get one. You only get one. You only get one. It's unfair that we are all working.
Hello everyone, welcome to ACCRA, Ghana's capital and first Premier University, Legon to be precise, for the second Group B fixture of the ongoing WAFU Under-17 Zone B tournament. It's a big afternoon. Hello everyone, welcome to Accra, Ghana's first capital city, and of course Ghana's first Premier University, Legon, to be precise. So we get ready for the second Group B fixture of the ongoing WAFU and the 17 tournament. It's a big afternoon. Junior Hawks took start out, failing to nest a point from that game involving Niger. Burkina Faso is yet to test defeat in this competition after drawing blank with Nigeria in the opening match and has a bit of advantage coming into this one. Togo, obviously, the underdogs in this one, considering how they lost to Niger, Étalons and Paracuda. Goals were not just enough to ensure that the Togolese were able to pick a point from this game. My name is QUALIFICATEURS, and certainly I'll be doing this with Owusu Ansah.
Yes, it's great to be here, Victor. And this encounter is simply an all-French affair involving the Togolese and their Burkinabe counterparts here at the University of Ghana Sports Stadium. And it's going to be a very good fixture, looking at the fact that the Togolese have one of their fate is unfavorable for them. And to the other side of the coin, Burkina Faso, who already have a point, will be seeking to capitalize on their previous encounter afternoon. And indeed, it's an all-French encounter here.
Oh, so that is the two captains going for the talks. And of course, the center referee for this one is a Ghanaian, Dari Abdul Latif, who is a very experienced Ghana Premier League referee and also a FIFA referee for that matter. He'll be assisted on line 1 by Emmanuel Dolagbanu and Sakina Hamidou Alpha from Niger will be assistant line 2, whilst the fourth official will be Ofin Coyote. And they are in your shots at the moment as this Burkina Faso side gets ready. Also on side's a big fixture. Definitely these two sides will be hoping to at least nest a point from this game.
Definitely, that certainly becomes the call of the day, simply because the Burkinabe will need a win to possibly be on the advantage of qualifying from Group B. And the Togolese, on the other hand, having lost in their opening fixture, will seek to come back here. But looking at both teams and the possibility of an outcome that potentially fits both caps, I see this to be a very important fixture. And certainly we are in for one of the most exhilarating encounters in this competition.
Well, so captain of the side for this Sparrow Hawks will certainly be the man in a 10 shirt. And he's one player that will be expected to lead the charges on in this game. But of course, the goalkeeper, Kulani, has got so much to do in goal post. And talking about Burkina Faso, they've just got quality side, at least managing to hold Nigeria in that game. That was a bit physical.
Exactly, it was really a physical game, looking at the strength of the Nigerians and that of the Burkinabe. It really proved that that fixture was something that was worthwhile. But again, they are up against another French opposition in the competition, and definitely they will seek to maximize the point at stake to ensure a potential qualification out of Group B. Remember, this game comes in two folds. On the parts of the Togolese, they need a win to survive in this competition. Burkinabe will need a win to cement their place in the next phase of the competition.
So there we go for the first 45 minutes of this thrilling encounter between the two nations. We'll be hoping to fight for a place in the upcoming African Under-17 Cup of Nations. Togo with the first opportunity, throwing advantage. Allez David is possessed, quickly pushed towards Isu, who goes down the process. Here they come again. Isu finds Abdullah Latif, hoping to connect to his marker, brought down. Not the best of touch. And that certainly is a foul. Referee call very spot on.
A great call by the referee. Referee Latif is a FIFA referee who officiated the Ghana Premier League, and having an opportunity like this, we expect him to live up to the billing and also bring his experience on board.
Well, that was a very quick one thinking, but the referee is going to ask that it should be rethinking again. That was a smart thinking by this Burkinabe side. Ali's trying to send his big man into those dangerous area. And that's Abdul Latif in your shot. One of the most trusted referees in the country. As the Stallions of Burkina Faso have got a free kick in their own half. Only to be affected by Fadil, who leaves it for his captain, Badri Sharif, to at least take. And Togo need to be on the outlook. Here's take Badri, push it onto the left-hand side, and that's the first opportunity. Fluffed nearly. Burkina Faso asking so many questions with less minutes in this game.
Eliminates early incursion. Great one there from the Burkinabe, and you are trying to give a very good imprint on this game. And I have indicated earlier that they are going to be a very difficult side in this competition, looking at how they managed to secure points against Nigeria. And here they are against Togo. It's going to be a great fixture, but let's see how things pan out in the process.
So here again, ball into the half of Burkina Faso is back into the center cycle. But here comes a lovely run. It's been stopped quickly by Babayara. That's a strong challenge coming in. He keeps the ball, finds the man in the 7-shot Eklo. It's that slick touch. Lovely play now from Togo in this game. Captain of the side, Allez checking onto his favorite right foot, and it's been flashed across. Nobody in a yellow shirt to connect.
But that was a very positive move there from the Togolese. A great one there from the skipper. He was trying to lay the ball back, but unfortunately, none of his colleagues was there. And on arrival to complement its effort, it was a great move there from the Togolese.
That was the captain of the side earlier on. Allez, that was an enterprising run into the channel. But here, Burkina Faso have got a very quick free kick deep in their own half. Allez will like to track for it. Playing on the ball from the left-hand side, where they seem to be having their charges. Now this one, Prince has been sent. He's able to keep it.
Well, it looks like most of their strength comes from the left-hand side of defense. And practically, seen in the early minutes here, almost all the attacks have been initiated from the left-hand side. And this certainly proves the strength and width of the team, who basically will fall on the runs of Yusuf to make any further incursions in the course of this very game.
Well, a sincere truth is that Burkina Faso is looking a bit better in the last few minutes in this game. 3 minutes already cleared as we approach the 4th minute mark in this game. It's Togo's goal kick to be effected by Kolani, as he'll be hoping to pick some of his big charges up front. Ajagba. But again, it falls to Babayara, who pushes it onto his teammate, loses out. And here comes Burkina Faso. Lovely play from the captain of the side. Goes to the ground. The referee will have none of that.
That was an absolute drama, theatrical, and very, very difficult to beat the conscience and intelligence of referee Latif. And I think it was a good decision to allow play to flow.
Abdullahi Latif finds his marker. A beautiful play, Yusuf. And it's back onto the left-hand side. And it will stay with the man in the 14th set. Yusuf once again decides to hit it into the heart of defense. Ali is halfway in the middle. Mohamed. A lovely play now from this Burkina base. That was floated across. And Togo need to watch this game carefully.
They need to be very wary of the attack of the Burkina Faso. They are very positive on the attack. They initiate play from their back, make a very good transition from the middle to the attack. And this certainly sends a lot of strong warnings to the Togolese to be up and doing. Other than that, they are likely to concede a goal that will certainly come out of the blue.
Well, they've got a corner kick now from the right-hand side to be effected by the captain of the side, who's got so much quality. Bends it inside, and it's picked up by a yellow shirt. But at least they'll try to keep the broken pieces deep in Togo's half. It's another wasted opportunity. The onslaught couldn't really materialize.
Well, it's been a great first 6-7 minutes of play here at the University of Ghana Sports Stadium. And I must admit, for a fact, that we are really seeing some good play from both ends. And the only major opportunity came the way of the Togolese, who unfortunately couldn't capitalize on that. And on the other side of the coin, you could see some delightful play here from, the Burkina Faso, who are trying to, look very positive on their run. But we have witnessed a very interesting and exciting first 7-8 minutes of play here at the University of Ghana Sports Stadium.
So lots of complaints ongoing there as a man in the yellow shirt stays on the ground. The young chap, of course, getting his first international experience and happens to be the captain of the side. But Jerry has been quality so far. I mean, a promising chap who's been handed a tough job of guiding his side to at least manage to rescue a point on, if possible, win against this Burkina Faso side. That looks a bit physical. But here Togo with a throwing advantage from the left-hand side, quickly taken by Kakpo. And he's got his marker close by. Adaja is now in the half of Burkina Faso, who love to twist in 10. Issouf goes on his marker, but lays on a pass, but is too feeble to be picked. And that will be another foul committed on Eklu.
Well, that was a poor touch there from Issouf. He's done a great job so far. Most of the attacks from the Burkina Faso side have come from his end, and that tells you how threatening he is in terms of attack. However, that one was an unfortunate one here from the left back. But here they are, giving away such a gracious opportunity to Togo to capitalize on, provided it is expertly taken. It's going to be one of the very set pieces that we are likely to count on in this game.
Oh, the man who plays for Planet Football in Togo takes this one, swing it inside, and it comes across the face of goal. Oh, that was a bit panicking moment again for Burkina Faso.
Well, so for the second time in this game, we have seen really good and positive incursion here from the Togolese, and I think gradually they are coming into the game. And as predicted prior to, it is not going to be an easy game here for the Burkina Faso. Looking at the fact that the Togolese have lost in their opener and definitely will seek to bounce back.
Well, let's see what they've got for their fans. And play once again have been halted by referee Latif in this game, who is taking control quite well of this game. Eklu comes with this one, but he's been stopped. It's still Eklu. It's the Togolese who are trying to track forward. Here comes a straight run into the box, and still Eklu. Here he comes again, looking for support. Can't he get it? Twisting and turning. Sends it onto the far side. But the man in the 11 shot arrive. Ajagba finds the man in the edge set. A Messiah again. That is a rocket of a hit.
Also, that was a good play from Eklo. Way too many touches on that ball. He was looking out for the best of options, but there was no one available. But with that notwithstanding, I think clearly it was a very good and positive play there from the Togolese, who are gradually trying to take charge and over in this very particular occasion.
Here comes Fadel. Left one inside, very deep into half of this Togolese. Alassana has got it. Drifting back about, missed it to the base. As they work their way out of danger. Adenyo with a long hit inside. I tell you what, it's been an equal play from both sides with some promising chances falling the way of the two sides. But again, the final way to handle those opportunities in the final third of the pitch is what is lacking lots of quality. But here comes Burkina Faso again, this time around from the right-hand side. Very feeble.
That was a poor communication there from the right-hand side. And we haven't seen much of a good play so far from Alassana. But despite the fact that he's been inconsistent in this game, I think we have really seen some good play from the Burkina Faso, especially from the right-hand side when they initiate attack.
Talking about Burkina Faso, the Stallions of Burkina Faso, they'll be hoping to at least get into the under 17 African Cup of Nations, and if possible, I'll pick a ticket for the FIFA under 17 World Cup scheduled for Qatar in 2025. Oh, that's quite a ruthless tackle there, and referees will certainly whistle for that one. Is a captain, Sheriff Badri, who goes on to the turf, wins the sympathy of the ref. Is rather against the Stallions. Eklu couldn't control it. Lifts up the ball to his opponent, Abdullah Latif. Fadel with a long hit inside. Allez is looking for his forward line again. Sharaf. And the flag is already up at the far side.
What I haven't seen quite an accurate time in there from the Burkina Faso, despite the fact that they've been able to dominate play. And I think Alassana was in a very poor position. He needs to consider his position. And basically, this is one of the aspects of the game that we need to concentrate on. In as much as you are playing, you need to consider your position as well. And that was an unfortunate one there for the right back.
Oh, here comes a lovely chance. Lovely play. Canis with the opener for Burkina Faso. Oh, my goodness. What a miss. What a miss. It's a man who has been hardworking all day, who missed that glorious opportunity. Yusuf once again failing to connect when it matters most.
Well, I think he could have done better. We don't miss sitters like this in games, and that was a perfect sitter. The only difficulty in that was to give a perfect position, but even with that, he had his timing wrong, and unfortunately, he couldn't capitalize on that for the Burkina Bay.
Here comes the corner kick delivered inside into the tunnel. Oh my goodness, he saved it, and a man in the 13 shirt saved the situation for Togo. My goodness, ACCRA with a glorious chance to push it away from the line.
Well, I think he had it right, nearly registering the first goal here for the Burkina Bay. Unfortunately, ACCRA was on arrival, denying them an opportunity for an early goal. And clearly, we have seen it in the first 12 minutes that both teams are in for something sumptuous.
Well, again, we have it. As it to be a throwing advantage for Togo once again, but it's been well shoved off for the far side with Yusuf coming to the rescue of the Stallions once again. But I tell you, Togo have lived dangerously a few minutes ago in this game. And they've got to really credit their defender who applied from the left-hand side, ACCRA, who was red hot alert to a clue goes on his goal. Sparrowhawks, my goodness, what a save from Prince.
Well, Prince did a very good job. That was a perfect save, but equally we need to give credit to Prince for that wonderful save. It's been a good game so far. Both teams entertaining us here, and all witnesses to this game can equally attest to what I'm saying. Great game, great moment, great momentum, and indeed this is one of the most exciting fixtures in the competition.
Prince Quadrago plays for Real du Faso. Is Abdul Latif, who goes onto the ground, wins the sympathy of the referee. As the captain of the side, Sheriff Badri, together with his man in the 14th shot, who will have to effect that one. Yusuf But I'm sure it's going to be Badri who'll be going for this one. Very deep in their own half. The captain of the side looks to be a touch kick specialist. Dinks it into the box again. Oh my goodness, that was a textbook header. And again, they failed to direct their head.
So that was a good delivery. And the connection was on point, except for the fact that the direction wasn't right. And you know, it was a great performance and excellent spectacle there from Burkina Faso.
Kolani, Allez will the back. Allez is coming, inside, picks the man in the touch. Afidenyo, who also gives out the ball to the Stallions of Burkina Faso. It's back to Kolani, who picks it calmly. No trouble at all within his own area. Very, very deep into this. Burkina Faso have ACCRA once again. Looking for the man in the 15 shed. Fine team. Can this be? Oh, good defending by Fadel. Who comes in to save the situation. But it was a great
opportunity. Togolese side are really prepared for this game. I don't know what it is an upset or take an LED to possibly see how things may pan out in the remaining minutes of play. But you know, it was a great run there from a clue and equally a timely intervention there from Fadel.
Well, as Yafeke Koza to effect this one from the back. The center back has been very quality, at least intercepting play. But he's got an opportunity now to kick this one. I was looking for his man in his 7 shot clue once again, but it's what in 2007 when they hosted the 17 championship where they reached or finished the second hand. But Jerry.
Well, I think Togo, apart from the 2007, success, they completely got out of the equation, and they've been seen in that for years. Clearly, we are seeing some glimpses. Despite the fact that also open the way to go in terms of technicalities, these young lads have gone through preparation, and I think in a way or two, there's still more work to be done on them. And trust me, if they're able to do it, a time will come. Togo will come back to life as far as the youth competition is concerned on the continent of Africa.
Yeah, drops into the middle. Is plenty of space looking for it again, but it's been well dealt with. Quality stuff.
Well, that was a great attack there from Burkina Faso, being able to break that barrier. I mean, it clearly shows that indeed this game hasn't been an easy one here for Burkina Faso.
Oh, here comes Kolani coming to save the situation once again. And he's always very red hot alert when he sticks. That's our trying to half. So that certainly is the end of this game. The Ghanaian referee Abdul Latif Adari put this game to bed. But what I tell you is been some very nervy moments in this first 45 minutes here at the Legon Sports Stadium. It's been a lot of chances that have been blasted wide by the two sides. But certainly in a halftime break, there'll be a lot of chit-chat in the dressing room.
Exactly, a lot of chit-chat will have to take place in the dressing room, especially on the part of the Togolese, who created as many as twice the chances created by the Burkina Faso side. And it tells you that if they were not able to capitalize on any of that, tactically and technically, they have got a lot of work to do. And I think this will be the right time for them to, take them through all that they have to consider ahead of the second half. Great game, great moment, great momentum, great exposure, and great excitement in the first half of this game.
Is the microphone good? Okay. Hello, and welcome again to the University of Ghana Sports Stadium. It's interesting to know that well, this game has not fetched any goals. There's been a number of chances. Of course, I'm here with my brother Francis Blackett. And Francis, I mean, welcome back onto the set again.
Yeah, you know, you can see I'm smiling because the two teams really gave us a treat.
Uh-huh.
That was the best you can get from these U17 guys in a 45 minutes of having a crack at each other back to back. And the only thing missing from the game is we've had no less than 4 clear-cut goal-scoring chances of both teams. But the only thing missing is none of them is clinical, or they don't have that ruthless striker in front of goal to be able to put those chances out. But they were premium chances are begging in that first match. And it was entertaining, everything. And you can tell from the reactions of the fans in the stadium. This is a very lively game.
Well, interestingly, the two goalkeepers. I mean, I was criticizing the Togolese goalkeeper because I saw him concede 3 in his first game. But it seems he's been in shape in this game.
Yeah, you look at Damparo Kolani,
Yeah.
the goalkeeper for
Absolutely.
the Togolese under 17 team. He has been the busiest of the two goalkeepers in that first 45 minutes. He has pulled out some magnificent saves. Trust me, some of the balls that he was able to pull out of the net is something extraordinary. And for a young goalkeeper under the age of 17, pulling such saves, not one, not twice, not thrice, speaks volume, and that tells you that he's a very good goalkeeper.
Well, interestingly, he's talking well of the attack as well, but the midfield have not been left in the chunk, is it? They've also tried. I've seen in a few occasions where midfield battles go, a bit like a cracker, each other trying to win the ball. And at this level, I think it's exciting to watch, youngsters want to fight for the ball and try to surge up front.
The midfield battle has been rife in that first 45 minutes. The two teams really had a go at each other. And the two central midfielders against those 3 central midfielders for the Burkinabes have been brilliant in terms of the way they try to cancel each other or nullify each other's strengths. But you can tell the tactical dispensation from both teams, from both coaches on the bench, they try to outwit each other. It's been an end-to-end stuff. It's been thoroughly entertaining as a neutral or as a pundit watching from the stands. You can't ask for more. The only thing missing from this game, trust me, is just that the two teams are yet to put the ball at the back of the net.
Well, talk about the two teams putting the ball at the back of the net. What should the Togolese do in the second half to try and fetch this all-important opener to make sure? Do you think, first of all, we need some subs to try and engineer the game towards a different direction?
Well, it's not broken. What is not broken, you don't try to fix it. You look at players like Jacques Baga, the chap spotted number 15 JC, as well as the chap spotted number 7 JC, Charles Ekulu, for the Togolese. He has been brilliant, and their captain, Johannes Jerry. These 3 guys have been the most entertaining, the most exciting players for the Togolese team. They've carried loads of threats. It's their decision making in terms of the attacking side. They've got to be calm. They've got to complement each other. And it's all about decision making in terms of the attacking side. When they can be a little bit decisive and calm in front of goal, I think they can put the ball at the back of the net. But the flip side, if you look at what the Burkinabes are doing as well, you look at Sharif as well as Alassane Bakayoko and Ashraf Tapsoba. These 2 guys have had some guilty chances in terms of scoring. On one occasion, you look at Ibrahima Fofana as well as Sharif Badra, the captain. They have some chances as to how they were not able to put those chances away. And you could tell the Burkinabe coach is the most frustrated chances in that first 45 minutes. But as to how they are not able to put the ball at the back of the net is something that he'll be pondering. And I know his dressing room will be boiling at this particular point in time, because you can tell that they've created the chances that they at least need to score from those chances they've created in the first 45 minutes.
What of Burkina Faso? I mean, they will need a goal in this encounter. They played 0-0 for the Togolese. At least they had a goal, which gives them the strength that going forward they can find their scoring rhythm. But for Burkina Faso, they've not scored in this competition. What should they do to find that all-important opening?
Well, they shouldn't allow the occasion to get to them, because when it gets to them, they'll fumble. And we've seen that in the first half. They've been very lively. They've created enough decent chances to be able to score. But their problem is that calm head. And their striker, he should be able to have that calmness in front of goal, because the premium chances were there. They played enough premium chances in the attacking channel. And they had enough bodies, but they've got to weather the storm. They've got to be ruthless. And in football, when you create enough chances and you don't convert them, they'll come back to haunt you. And I pray those chances that they've missed in the first half don't come back to haunt them, because the Togolese goalkeeper has really proven that he's a good goalkeeper.
Absolutely.
Probably he has learned a thing or two from the first game that he has conceded 3 goals. And in this afternoon, he doesn't look like someone that is ready to let his guards down. And for the Burkina-Base, the only thing that the coach should do in going into the second half, he should tell the attacking players they should be decisive enough in front of goal. They should be calm. And if they can do that, trust me, they'll pick up a goal or 2 in this game. But for the Togolese team, I think it's not broken for them. They have soaked the pressure. They have created a lot of chances in terms of the counter-attacking play. But what they also need to do is to be clinical, or to have that player who has been to be Bagba, to be able, the chap spotting number 15 JC. He has been the culprit on the day for them. They've played enough premium chances to him. And if he can be a little bit clinical and take doubt out of his game, I think he can pop up with a goal or 2 for the Togolese team.
I see something in this first half. Both teams trying to orchestrate through the channel on either flanks. Absolutely. You feel they should switch that a bit, because the crosses get into the box, but the connection on many occasions have not been excellent. You should walk the ball through the middle to try and fetch the opener, as they seem to
order. Like I said earlier, in the second half, I expect the game to explode and catch fire and both teams are ready to elevate and take the game to the next level. I'll be so much surprised if game ends in 0-0 line.
From all you've seen from both sides, which do you see to be that
as a pundit, any of these 2 teams can win this game, but one that will score the very first goal in this game will stand a better chance of winning the game.
Thank you very much, guys. Of course, the teams are getting out of that channel to stay on the pitch and give us something intriguing also in the second half of the game. So we join our commentary team. Recall, I am Bernard Abekochi. This is my brother Francis Blackgate, and we've been doing this. Let's join our commentary team for the second half. When we return, there's a lot more action here. Stick and stay.
Sports Stadium, with a very interesting first half sold out by these 2 sides. Of course, the best result for Burkina Faso at the continental level was back in 2011 when they beat Rwanda by 2-1 to lift it. Since then, it's not been a very perfect performance for them. A lot of instructions from both managers, of course. Burkina Faso ready to kick this game. And there's a captain of the side, Badri, with the first touch in the second half. Only to resume play.
Well, exactly. The second half is what we expect to flow, and it has already begun. And I expect a very different game altogether. And I know a lot has gone on in the dressing rooms. And let's see how these players will put the ideas and ideologies of the coaches to use in this second half.
So here they come again is Allez Togo, who is trying to defend at this particular point in time. Well, Burkina Faso on the offensive foot in this game. It's a corner kick floated inside to the last post there, but it's been well dealt with by the man in the 17th shirt again. Koza always had the right place to deal with such situations.
Early incursion so far from Burkina Faso. They are trying everything possible to at least get an early goal in the second half. But let's see how well the Togolese will equally respond to that attack.
Fadel, let's leave this for Alassana. Loses out possession to the Togolese, who track forward a bit to the man in the 7th. Once again. But we press the ball on to the right hand side. Unless to find a man in plenty of space. Abdul Latif, and it's been dealt with, but it comes again to the last post. But that's a bit nervy moment for of Togo in this game. Kolani is not very excited. Once again. And that's a very dangerous foul ball. And you can see plenty of emotions there.
So emotional flowing there, and clearly it shows that there was a poor touch and a wrong touch that the referee having it on point. He seems to be going through some pain and will require some medical attention. He has been an excellent figure in setup to control TF middle here for the war and ensuring that at the end of the day he maintains the same spectacular performance as already seen and witnessed from him in the competition. So it looks like there will be an extra medical attention for the young lad who seems to be going through some pain. And it is the University of Ghana Sports Stadium, and we have done 48 minutes in all, just 4 minutes in the second half, so 49 minutes. He might be stretched off the pitch and having gone through some pain. And the player in question here for the Togolese is Bagba, who is the leading marksman here for the Young Hawks of Togo.
All right, so certainly captain of the side comes in. But Jerry, certainly couldn't really hit that ball through. And he went down in the process. But here comes the try, quickly floated into their area. But again, it's Burkina Faso who's got to do a lot of defending. Togo is beginning to find their rhythm once again. Afitenyo switched the ball onto the right-hand side, but couldn't really reach the man who was trying to pick out a clue. And here will come lovely play. That's a strong hit there. Listen for the man in the 10th set. Baderi fails to arrive early.
Well, that was a great move there from the captain of the side. And that was an excellent clearance as well from the Togolese. Great game so far. And it looks like the game has been back and forth. But for now, the Burkinabés are in charge and dictating the pace. A very good one there. And it's a corner kick here for them.
So it's corner kick for Burkina Faso with a man again who has been the set piece specialist, Abdullah Latif, floats one inside. That is textbook one. And again, Togo really struggling to deal with that. Just return again to Abdullah Latif. This time around, sensing the ACCRA. That was too straight. As it's being cleared out of defensive area. Ajagba. Allez coming to the rescue of the Sparrowhawks of Togo once again.
Way too many stoppages in this game, especially the second half. There have been a lot of going downs, and this clearly gives a different picture. And the game hasn't seen much of a great flow as witnessed in the first half particularly, but then the second half has been way too many stoppages, and this gives a very bad image to this game, especially as far as flowing in this game is concerned.
Well, it's been dropped and it's being kicked off quickly by the man Ajagba. Finds his captain. But Jerry trying to go through the traffic of white shirt there. Goes round 3-4. Drifts it onto the right hand side. But the clue is failing to catch the idea. His captain was trying to nest on that occasion. And that'll be a goal kick.
Well, that was a great move there from the captain of the side, controlling from his end to an attacking mood, and also excellently killing the ball out. He was looking for a great connection, but the communication didn't go right. Paving way here for the Burkinabés to have some breathing space.
It's back onto Badri's right foot. As he hoping to kill in. Oh my goodness, that was a lovely hit. But again, Kolani ever present to save the situation. This has been a very clever goalkeeper in this fixture. Keeping his eye literally on the ball anytime it's been moved towards him.
Well, he's done a great job so far, Kolani. He's been the tallest among his colleagues in terms of performance, the giant of the team, and I can confidently say that he has saved them not on one, not on twice, or not on thrice, but on so many occasions in this game. But I think he still has a long way to go.
But here comes a glorious chance. Once again, Kolani goes to the ground to save the situation for the Sparrowhawks once again. He's been a man who's seen most of the ball in this game. As we get ready for another clever onslaught, this time around from the right-hand side, with the player going down in the process. We're likely to have the substitution. The first one of this encounter is a man in the 15 shirt, Bagba, who will take an early shower. As we see another new face, Bashiru Pakuda, who scored against Niger, being introduced into the game by Coach Kuku. Unless you add a bit of depth into the attacking options.
Well, I think that was a great, tactical change there from the coach. Bashiru Pakuda, having scored in the last game, he has the bite, he has the energy and the physique to come on board with, and clearly we are likely to see something similar from him.
Walker in the kept on the play. Chick fell into keep his eye on the ball and is out, but it will be floated inside. Yusufu Dabo. And Chick again, at least will have a touch. Yes, retained. And it's now to the chest of Captain Badgeri, who will now look for his forward lines. Can they find him? But again, that was so much power behind the ball to be kept. But here comes Badgeri again, captain of the side, trying to find a bit of energy to tease this Burkina Faso out of their defensive shell. Now they went down in the process. But it's a big guess, isn't it? Alassana is being retracted from the screen with a man, Kobana, getting ready to come in for him.
A giant in, a giant out. And sometimes you need to ask questions about the tactical changes, but I think he's going to add a lot of bite to the setup. Kobana Ouattara goes on, and I think he has what it takes to make a difference. But let's see how well he contributes in the remaining minutes of play.
Well, Togo's free kick at a very advantageous position for Austria, coming very dangerous to this Stallions of Burkina Faso, and is a captain Badgeri who goes behind it. At least he'll be hoping to send in a well-tailored measure one into the penalty box to find those in a yellow shirt. The captain needing a bit of inspiration. Here he comes, floated in, and nearly Fadel gets a touch of it, and that'll be a corner kick.
So that was a great intervention there from Fadel, denying the Togolese an opportunity to cause any upset. Fadel Barrow, he was on time and he hit it out of play. It's a corner kick anyway, another set piece. That is a great one there for Togolese.
Well, seeing so many set pieces, but again, the trouble has been who is really going to connect. That is where the question has been. Mixing, oh my goodness, rising highest, but again, he couldn't really tame his header. Perhaps he went overboard. That'll be another walk-camp goal kick to Burkina Faso in this game.
So Mohamed Ajagba was on time. He did right by heading that ball, but his direction was the problem. It was way too high for him, and unfortunately, he couldn't connect perfectly with the delivery.
Well, 12 minutes cleared in the second half. It's a Wafu Zombi tournament here in Accra, Ghana, and it's Group B. Seeing their second match of the day. After match day one, here comes the man himself, the big man, magnify himself, Alfred Daniel, switches on to the right-hand side, finds Babayara. And Babayara has been well tamed in his strats. Oh, lovely play there. Burkina Faso can do. Can he hit it? Very close to the halfway line. It's floated inside. Oh my God. Only saving the situation once again.
Prince has been a delight to watch so far in this game. And clearly he has been one of the revelations in the tournament, despite the early stages in the competition. Today, his demeanor, his composition, and how he reacts to situations clearly shows that indeed he is ready for the battle ahead of him.
That's a lovely back flick, but here comes Burkina Faso. Lovely round from the right-hand side. Can he be sent in? But again, it's the big man himself, Kolani, who comes out to serve that situation for Togo. He's been very hard working in this game, I must tell you. There's been a ding-dong affair between the two sides. Chick and lifts the ball for his shirted player, who also gives the ball away to Koza. Koza fans, I see him. But Chick once again coming to the street. Oh, here it comes again. That is it, Captain Badri. It's played on. And Burkina Faso, through ACCRA, have opened the scoring account here at the Legon Sports Stadium. Defensive blunder. And again, the Stallions have jumped into the lead to the ex-marksman.
Well, that was poor defensive play there from Togo. Almost all of them were caught ball watching. The people will hear from Ashraf to capitalize on that opportunity. That was a simple connection, and it's one that Burkina Faso and their effort finally pays off in a grand start for them.
Oh, lots of credit going to the captain on the side, Sheriff Badri, who started it all. They spotted his talisman in plenty of space with just that inside pass to him and the finish. Absolutely no questions about it. Beating goalkeeper, calling it to it. There's Burkina Faso 1, Togo 0.
I mean, it's a great momentum for Burkina Faso. They've been looking forward to this. And here they are today, leading by a goal and trying to capitalize on the maximum points at stake. I mean, it's been a great game so far for the Burkinabés.
Well, Sally are now done in this game, and at least the Stallions will now look at something beautiful they've been able to craft in a 60th minute. Maybe they could hold on to that. But it's 30 minutes more for the Sparrowhawks of Togo to at least get back into the game. Daniel looking for his mark, but it's been blocked. It's a very narrow channel. Mohamed drags it onto the right-hand side. But it was just too long, and it to be a throwing advantage to Togo once again, sent in by Kakpo. He gives the ball away. Kakpo. Koza comes in, couldn't beat it, but here comes Burkina Faso, captain on the side, and Badri this time around decides to go in for the long hit, and that was quite overambitious kick.
So that was a good sight for goal from the captain on the side. He saw a goalkeeper off his line, decided to lob the ball at the back of the net, but unfortunately, he couldn't give an accurate kick of that.
It's been Burkina Faso in the last 5 minutes in this game. They've really found their module, they've found their rhythm, and they're causing a lot of havoc for the Sparrowhawks in their own backyard.
And that's one thing that we have seen so far in the last 5 minutes. Burkina Faso back and on top of this game, dictating the pace, dictating the direction, and dictating the momentum as well. And for now, there's a temporary hold up as there's a player down there who seems to be going through some pain. But the referee helps him up, manages to get back onto his feet. The player in question is Issouf, who was just one of the players leading the attack earlier for Burkina Faso. Great game so far, and this is the goal itself. That was a perfect connection there between the two attackers. And from nowhere comes the first goal from Ashraf. And that paves way for Burkina Faso to somehow take the lead here against Togo with 80 minutes played in the second half.
Oh, that's a free kick once again going away for Togo. That's a very great position. And of course, you can see captain Jerry walking to it, at least having a bit of chit chats with the man in the 8 shirt. Amazing. Was trying to opt for to decide to leave it. He also got Koza close by, but obviously it's going to be the duty of the captain to try and kick this one. Maybe a long hit probably will be coming in for him.
But this certainly comes with a lot of technicality and precision. But let's see how well it goes.
Oh, the captain on the side, Jerry. Or is it going to be Koza? But Jerry goes for the powerful shot, and again it's Prince equal to the tax. What a kick!
Again, Prince has become the talk of the day. Great stop there from the goalkeeper. And equally, you can give the captain of the side the credit for that wonderful hit. The goalkeeper getting the direction right and stopping that from materializing. Both players deserve some credit, no matter what.
It's footed inside by Prince, but it's made by Kakpo, who returns it onto the right-hand side, where his man has been. Here they come against Sparrowhawks, at least trying to find the equalizer badly in this game. Not the best of performance for them in this tournament. It's flighted over. A lot of time wasted from Kakpo. He couldn't really find it as he would have wished to. It's inside, it's a jog back. Kakpo will try this one back. And it's played on, and there's so much power behind it. That'll be a walking goal kick for Burkina Faso once again. As the Stallions who need to really keep their eye in this game.
After scoring the goal, Burkina Faso have gone back to sleep. Togo are trying everything possible to get back in this game. They still have a chance. They still have a way, provided they create enough chances and capitalize on them. I mean, that's one thing that we are lacking in this game. Many chances have been created, but none of them seems to be working for the Togolese. They need to work on their finishing, and I think they will be able to get something.
Well, as it stands, Burkina Faso are leading their table by 4 points after picking a point from match they won against the Golden Eaglets of Nigeria. And due to the situation here, leading by a goal to them makes them the obvious group leaders as it stands. But it's a corner kick for Togo to be effected by Captain Bajeri. He drags it inside, but that is so. Captain Badri forced back to Badri again at the right hand side. He's got a man in plenty of space. Finds him. Yusuf really could not go on his marker. As referee Latif Andari will flash out another yellow card in this game.
Yusuf Bara could have done better. The control was perfect, but he was trying to run his opponent. But unfortunately, he loses out the ball and ends up pulling him back, and that certainly calls for a booking. So unfortunately that instead of him being credited for that performance, he ends up receiving a yellow card.
Well, it's being kicked inside by Kakpo. And that's certainly one going down. It to be a throwing advantage. I will stay with the young Sparrowhawks of Togo, who are doing everything possible to get back into the game. That's a very poor kick into the penalty box. No yellow shirts arriving in it. That's another walking goal kick for Burkina Faso. With this young lad, Prince, doing so. Between the two sticks for them. It's dragged back, Mohamed. Looking for Fado on that occasion. Goalkeeper who hopes to regroup from the back. And that certainly is floated onto. That'll be a freak inside for Togo. Halfway. Finds Kakpo on the left. Away. Oh, the tempo of the game have been dropped a bit. Oh, lovely from Togo. Looking for that space. Finds it. It's dragged into the middle. But Burkina Faso has got other ideas. Here they come. Lifts it for the referee. It's the second goal, but Captain Badri arrives a shed late.
Well, the arrival was late. The connection was right. But in any case, just like the what they've done so far, they are hungry and yearning for goals. And you need not to open up your defenses just like that. Looking for the opening to capitalize on that and punish them all.
Amesa is looking for his Étalons on that occasion, but Étalons couldn't really guide it well. This has been picked by Prince again. With a walking pace this game, he picks it up. Only that will waste a few seconds on the clock. As he lead under no pressure to play. Here comes Togo. Finds his captain, Bajeri. Lovely play. Press it onto the left-hand side. For the man in the 11 shirts. Jagba, and again, that is a clever play. What a shot there.
Achaga had a vision for goal. He was able to cut inside, unleashed one, but the angle was very tight for him. And that was going to be a very difficult one for him to have scored from. But great play without notwithstanding from Ajagba.
Well, it's only 20 minutes left in this game. And it's still Burkina Faso who are trying their luck in terms of trying to get a second. And it's a Captain Badri who goes on in the process, but referee will have none of that. He came across a very strong force in Akakpo. Looks to be a bit more complex than we are taught from commentary position, and we need a bit of medical help, at least to get back onto his feet. Sheriff Badri, the captain of the side, who did everything possible leading to the first goal in this game. Went on his marker, but what a save again from Prince. But what a kick from Bajeri in terms of that delivery.
So Bajari was on point with delivery, but equally, you know, to credit Prince for that spectacular save. So many spectacles to this game, but one that is overwhelmingly exciting and difficult to but to credit him for that performance. I mean, we have seen a lot of pieces giving reasons why these players need to be commended no matter what. It's been a great game so far from a tactical point of view to technical aspect, and I think both coaches have taught the players well enough for them to establish and re-establish their ideologies in the course of this game. Great game and great goalkeeping, and all credit goes to the two teams.
So it looks like preparing some of the lads to come in later in the game. But that'll be a free kick to Burkina Faso because a man in the white shirt has been brought down. Right in the center cycle, quickly faking, shake, or lift that one into Togo's box. Now couldn't find Kobana, as that will be kicked out for a train advantage to the Stallions once again. Well, check very hard working the right hand side. He's been running so hard down the right flank in this game. Here is Mohamed. Checks back to find Fadil. Who finds Yusuf. Oh, lovely play. Dara decides to, oh, that was a lovely hit there. But again, the direction lacking some sort of exactness.
Well, exactness was lacking in that play. But I think he was overwhelmed with that pass. He could have done better with that. He had all the time in this one to decide, but unfortunately, he flashes it across where there was no connection, meaning the whole attack and build-up became a waste after that glorious opportunity was wasted. But generally, it's been a great game so far, but clinically, they have been on the disadvantage. A lot of opportunities wasted in this game particularly.
Mohamed once again for Burkina Faso, lovely play, but he's got a lot of work to do on the far side. But here comes Burkina Faso with two white shadow, goes for the power to the near post, but it's been saved by Kolani. And he went down in the process. That was ruthless strike there, young man. And what a save.
Well, Kolani has been an excellent figure for. And that was a great save by all standard from Kulani. I mean, he was under pressure. The angle was very tight, and you wouldn't have expected that ball to have gone into the net, except on few occasions. So having been able to keep out that ball, he needs to be commended for, and he seems to be going through some pains after saving that ball. Great performance there from Kulani.
Well, Casimir Kulani plays for ACCRA in Togo. He certainly is making his team proud. He's been at the receiving end of some of the most bullets in this game. He's kept them in the game. Aside that goal that is conceded, he's been a top-notch goalkeeper. With 74 minutes played so far here at Legon Sports Stadium. Now, as we look forward to the second big game in this group between Nigeria and Niger. close neighbors. He'll be looking to trash it out on the foot.
Zavi's Niger side managed to win their opening game against Togo by 3-2, and Nigeria drew level against Burkina Faso. So clearly it tells you that the Nigerians can never be considered as a minnow, neither can they be considered as an underdog, because they have had an excellent and a wonderful genesis to this competition. So you expect them to build from where they stopped the last time, having managed to beat Togo by 3-2. Equally, Nigeria is one of the major forces as far as football on the continent of Africa is concerned. When it comes to, they've won it at the African level and they've won it at the world level. All these serve as a form of motivation for the players. So coming up against Niger is going to be a very good game to watch. Let's see how it goes.
Spain in the 2001 and the 17 World Cup in Trinidad and Tobago. And of course, that was such a big performance. Something to be looking to go a step further if they get opportunity. Now, as we've got a water break for these young players to have those chit chats with their managers as we get ready to resume this game. But it's Ahmed Sime who is likely to be taking off in this game as we have a new face coming in. As Jagler comes in the place of the man that wears the 8 shirt, Koku Ameisa, has been taken off in this game.
Well, I think that will be a very tactical one there for Koku Azagle to make an impact in this game. And Koku Ameisa has paid his due. But the question is, for Togo, so he could have done better considering his previous game. But definitely, we see how well the impact of Koku Azagle will be in this game.
Well, so let's see what he adds to his side. He's likely to play a bit of 30 minutes left on the clock. And it's still the Stallions who are determining the pace of this game. And also comfortable in terms of the scoreline as it stands. But there's a Togolese player on the turf at the moment who need a bit of medical help as well. After going into that wrestle. And you can see the likes of the man in the 14 shirt, Babayara. A clue. Well, he's holding his weights. A lot of ideas running through the mind of this young chap. As referee Abdul Latif Adari ensures that the player is being taken off the field to ensure we continue with the action of this game. Or certainly to impact the other time after 90 minutes.
I mean, the second half has been a game of bizarre experiences, a lot of stoppages, and clearly giving a different impression about this game. But generally, it's been a game of and a game that has a lot to reward all of us.
Nearly get it. The level I was looking for, but he arrives a shillit, a Jagba. As Burkina Faso who calmly regroup from the back. That's such a crazy hit from the back there. Jagba once again will have it onto his feet. And Afidenyo is touched from behind. Spot on call from the referee.
I mean, so far, officiating has been excellent. Referee Latif has been excellent. Latif is a Premier League referee in the Ghana Premier League. He's a FIFA referee as well. I mean, he's been able to handle, this game very well. So much on point. These are young ones, and at some point, you are likely to experience moments of tempest, flaring. And he's been able to control that, and emotions have really gone to play.
Well, likely we are into the last 10 minutes of this game, and certainly the Sparrowhawks will need a bit of inspiration to get back into this game. Certainly a lose for them means that they're already out of the tournament. That it to be a lot of smiles back in Ouagadougou for Burkina Faso. At least they've got 4 points at the stands, just behind Niger. Round 3.
I mean, the millions of people in Ouagadougou and its environs and the entire Burkina Faso territory will be hopeful that Burkina Faso qualifies out of this group. I mean, having drawn in their last game and leading at the moment will pave a very bright way for them to make it out of the group. So they are hoping that at least they get the maximum points here.
Free kick and his captain Badjari who goes behind it. Could this be the sort of opportunity and magic they are looking for? Goalkeeper Prince comes out of his. The flag is already up. And they're having a situation. Now was nearly a very awkward game. But the goalkeeper once again showing his braveness by coming out. At least he's been on the receiving end of most of such tackles in this game.
I mean, clearly he has served as a shield, receiving all the bullets from the from the Togolese, and it tells you that I mean his contribution has been excellent. If you clearly see from how things are going, you can easily and equally conclude that has it not been his interventions in most of the attacks from Togo, it would have been dangerous here for Burkina Faso. Kudos to him, but he had it wrong. His timing wasn't excellent.
Well, so the favorites are leading by goal to nil, and once again here they come. So Yusuf is looking for support, finds one. That's a very strong Jerry round there, Broadway Latif. Jerry have none of it. Here they come again. Burkina Faso going the tempo of game. Mohamed twisting and turning, looking for that support. Went to the crowd of body, dragged it onto his right hand side. And that's a throwing advantage that is staying with him. There's the Stallions. Not in a haste to effect such kicks. Chick calmly walks to effect that one. We'll talk about Chick. He's been a quality player from the right hand side since he's been introduced by his coach.
So far we've done 82, getting to 83 minutes of play. And you clearly could see that Burkina Faso are in a very good position to maximize the point at stake. Togo, on the other hand, will at least seek to get a point to probably give them hope or a lifeline in their last game, which comes off against Nigeria. But let's see how the remaining minutes will go.
That was a lovely ball. That was delivered into the penalty box, but again, it's been well dealt with. And it's a captain again, Sheriff Badri, who is doing everything possible to ensure that the Stallions increase their tally. And you can see the sort of urgency that the Togolese players need. Chick once again, Sanogo finds his captain, Badri. Drifts it into the box, but that was a clever attack there from Afidenyo, at least to avoid that danger. Here comes Prince. Beautiful play. Lifts the ball for the man in the first set. Yusuf double. And again, the flag is already up. Is assistant line 2, Emmanuel Dolagbano, with his flag up at this point. And it's a couple once again, but he'll be asked to put it down a bit. It is a free kick for Togo. Koza with that long hit inside. Abdul Latif, at least with a touch, that will be a train advantage that is going to stay with the Sparrowhawks. Oh, yes, from today again on the captain, Sheriff Badri.
Badri has been an excellent figure, controlling the affairs from the middle, and clearly you could see that The Burkina Bay are trying to calm things down. They are leading by a goal. I still have some few minutes to the end of proceedings. We have about 5 minutes more plus other time to go, 85 minutes in all. And I still think they have a lot of work to do despite just some few minutes to the end of proceedings.
Well, less than 5 minutes to go, and it's still the Stallions who are holding on to that goal from the Allez Sharaf on the 60th minute when he was played into the channel by the captain, Sheriff Badri. And it's Togo's throwing, and Akakpo once again letting himself to take this free kick halfway. He decides to hit it. That's a poor kick from the left back. Finds the captain of Burkina Faso, Abdul Latif, couldn't hit it through, but it's now back onto the feet of Afrideño, who is being sandwiched by these Burkina Bay players. Also many
That is
great play coming from Mohamed. Top 6 for Burkina Faso. He's been a real orchestrator, but here Togo come forward again. And they've been dispossessed of the ball. Lovely play now from the Stallions. Once again, playing on their captain. Oh, it's now into plenty of space by Kolani. Reading the lines, comes out, picks it. And here he'll send his man on that lovely run on the far side. Baba Yara. Marks them down and Fadil to rush for this one at all. He's leading by a goal to nil. That's Burkina Faso's throwing. And at least you can see how these young players are wasting a bit of time.
yes, exactly that's the case. I mean, they are trying to while away time with just about 2 minutes to the end of proceeding. They have nothing to worry. They are leading by a goal to nil. And the maximum point at stake will be grabbed. And this practically throws the game under the carpet because at the end of the day, Burkina Faso will have 4 points and Togo will see the exit. I mean, it's quite unfortunate that despite the fluidity in how they are playing, they are likely to exit the tournament if things stay this way. But who knows? Few seconds can make a lot of changes in football, and we are all living testimonies to some of these things.
Oh, that was a double substitution for the Stallions with the captain, Sheriff Badri, being retracted in this game for Asifua to come in. And also the man who was able to find the back of the net, ACCRA, retracted for Sheriff, who has been introduced by the coach, Oscar Barrow. Went some few minutes in this game. Ladies and gentlemen. Ajagba, here comes full sprint goal on one of his markers, but the fluidity quickly takes it. Sensing, but there's nobody, absolutely nobody in the yellow set to receive that ball as Captain Badgery arrives late. That's an easy pick for goalkeeper Prince once again.
Prince has been an excellent goalkeeper, one of the very few players, I mean, remembered and reminded in this game, and I think he's done so well for them. He has really been tested severally, but he's been able to stand up to that. keeping a clean sheet here for Burkina Faso.
Well, Koza gives out that ball, and it's not Abdullah Latif who now hope to run the right hand side, but Akakpo once again is just too strong for him. It's a throwing advantage to the Stallions once again, as Mohammed is now wearing the captain's armband, the deputy captain. He's been very enterprising in this game. That's a long hit. And the man who came in, Sheriff, already committing his first foul since being introduced into the game. As we've 10 minutes, looking forward to the number of minutes that will be added on by the officials. But here they come again. Lovely play. Shufu looking for his man Sheriff, and the flag is up again on the right hand side. Okay, telling the quality of attack that they were intending for.
That was a great instinct, responding positively to that. I mean, he was opening up the defense. He did that so successfully, but the attacker was never in line with the defense, slightly ahead of that, and the attack is just one out of the many wasted opportunities. You're doing nothing for them. I mean, it's a sign that indeed they are willing to add more goals.
Oh, so Fofana has come in for Burkina Faso, and he came in a place of the man who's been very hardworking, Abdullah Latif. Here comes Akakpo. The referee spotting something. He was straight from behind. And it's captain of the side for the Sparrowhawk, Bat Jerry, who gets ready to hit this one inside. Goes behind it. Well, could this be the miracle? Could this be the magic that he'll be looking for all in this game? Telling and straight into the hand of goalkeeper Prince.
Prince, like I said earlier, he's been the man to watch on Burkina Bay. He's done a great job so far, and he still has a long way to go. I mean, he's been the motivation and the main shot, receiving all the bullets from various angles, firing, receiving all the storms. But then, at the end of the day, he's been able to live up to all that. He has stood tall, and his progress is overwhelming.
All this Burkina Faso once again who got the opportunity to effect this free kick. Kobana drags it onto the right hand side. It's back to the captain of the side, Mohammed. Hits his face, but will stay in play. Mohammed drifting into the middle, loses out on the ball, but the Sheriff picks it up. Mohammed again, a lovely play. Could this be the second one? And that is it. Burkina Faso. My goodness, what a time to score. What a time to kill the game. Togo lost focus and they were punished for it. And it's the brought Sheriff.
The 2 goals considered so far have been as a result of defensive unawareness. And I think that has been one of the major challenges in the Togolese setup. They were all caught ball watching, and that was a great partnership, eventually paving way here for a second, and the game is done now. It's a done deal now.
Ibrahima Fofana, Allez, giving the fans something to rejoice about, and you can see that Burkina Faso is in the stand, really enjoying themselves. Absolutely leading as it stands. No troubles about it. Togo obviously are packing out of this tournament after their final game against Nigeria. But let's see if they can find consolation.
And I think any moment from now, the whistle might go for the end of the entire duration here. Burkina Faso leading by 2 and with confidence. And it tells you how the story has been so far.
Here they come again, but Allez, what a run into the middle there by the goal scorer Fofana. And Togo Allez so tried to do something, but Bayara couldn't keep it. And it's being kept out, throwing advantage to Togo, quickly taking.
So we have one microphone ready. Another one.
And I think we have exhausted the 5 minutes of added time, hoping to.
So that is it. The Kenyan referee, Abdul Latif Adari, has put his game to bed, and the Stallions of Burkina Faso who've won this game by 2-0. In fact, they were the obvious favorites on paper heading into this game, and it has paid off. Crazy play from the Stallions.
Crazy play here from the Stallions. They were the favorites from the beginning, able to exactly what we anticipated, and the put up has been an excellent one so far for them. It's been a great game for Burkina Faso, and having been able to win by a goal to nil means that they will be on 4 points, and on top of growing closely followed there in second place by Niger, who have 3 points, having beaten Togo in the opening game. So these are some of the happenings in the course of the entire duration of this game. And take us lead a second goal. Only the goalkeeper at his mercy finishes off on time, and that sees Burkina Faso finally closing the chapter on this very game.
Is it? No. Right, so the Manchester City the lead to the okay.